Howdy, y'all. I am Adam, the Renaissance Nerd, and Halo, the TV series, will drop a week from today. 7 days away, we the actual audience will get a taste of what looks to be an unmitigated disaster for Paramount Plus, because there are red flags all over this show, and more red flags seen today. We went over the trailer that dropped earlier in the week. That thing was covered in red flags, women acting like men acting like women talking like men, women getting all the screen time, barely any shots of the Master Chief. And when you read this article here on Deadline, and we have early reviews now coming in, again, red flags all over the place here. Let's get into it. Halo executive producers Stephen Kane and Kiki Wolfkill and cast on bringing the Halo ethos to a new medium. Oh boy, this is Kane. We wanted to bring the Halo ethos to a new medium and explore this not only deep but wide canon and show audiences worlds beyond what the game is and world build in a different way to really bring this amazing canon to life. That is word salad. And that's also obfuscating that they're not actually following the canon. Remember, this is the silver timeline. It's a separate from the game canon. They don't care about canon here. They care about inserting their own views. And we're gonna dissect some of what they say here, why I think that's exactly what they're going to do. Wolfkill was apparently a part of Halo 4, which is, from what I hear, one of the most hated games in the franchise. Remember, I'm not a hardcore Halo guy. I played the first game many, many times, played some of the second game, dipped out because I didn't own an Xbox anymore. Didn't care enough to keep going. But I followed the story well enough. I know kind of what happens. Point is, though, I do have some experience with Halo, and as I've said from the beginning of my coverage on this, just adapt the first game. You adapt the first game, I wouldn't be making these videos. I'd be saying, I'm excited. I can't wait. But no, I'm not excited. And I predict failure, but let's keep going. So you have somebody who is involved with one of the most hated games in the franchise is involved with this. That's, again, red flag. Red flag. Let's see. Let's go right to this. Rather than focusing solely on Master Chief, the series also dives deeper into secondary characters from the games, such as Dr. Halsey, McCullen, Miranda Keys Gray, and a new character, Kwan-On Ha. I'm very conscious of how much fans love Miranda, says Gray. Her journey isn't explored enough in the games. So I'm super excited for everyone to get to see more of her and the different sides of her. We're on a path to doing more with all the characters, says McCullen, and what really makes them tick, what their history is, their motivation, what their worldview is. And what the really is, because they're all very conflicting, and that creates great drama. I looked up and down, lost my place, excuse me. So there you go. I feel it's like a lot of pressure, but I found it really freeing to play someone new, says Ha. I was just telling a really amazing story of a young girl who's just a badass. Look at what these ladies just said about their characters. First of all, diving deeper into the secondary characters. No, nobody asked for a deep dive into secondary characters. All fans want is the Master Chief mowing down Covenant, mowing down Flood. You don't need any of that. None of it. You don't need, and when I mean that, I mean this. You don't need these ladies. You don't need, why are we talking to the male actors in any of this? Notice, no males are giving up except for Pablo Schreiber, and he's gonna have a helmet on most of the time. He's my chief, and he really, again, what's he gonna do? Well, I'll tell you what he's gonna do. We're gonna hear what he does, because right here, Halo TV show reviews are in, and critics are comparing the series to Mandalorian, but not in a good way. The Mandalorian comparisons revolve around a plot that sees Master Chief having flashbacks to his past. Oh, that's so entertaining. Questioning what he knows. Oh, wow, that's so creative and innovative. And embarking on a journey with a teenager named Kwan. So a helmeted warrior in a sci-fi TV show traveling with a young companion. That does sound familiar. This is what Halo fans have been waiting for, guys. Master Chief on an adventure with a teenager. Does that mean the diversity squad behind him, the diversity Spartans are going to get aced in the first episode, and it's just going to be the Master Chief and his teenage companion for the rest of the show. Because remember, we covered it earlier in the week. Kwan Ha or Kwan whatever, she's supposed to be the humanist's perspective of the show, which means she's probably going to teach the Master Chief to be more human, be better, not just be a mindless killing machine, which will cause him to question himself, question what he knows. The Master Chief in the actual games doesn't question anything. He knows his job. It's to kill crap and save the damn day, and sometimes make sacrifices that are necessary to do it, and that's where the drama comes from, because here we go. Watched a lot of the first episodes of the Halo TV series. It's different than the games, but pulls a lot from the lore and pays respect to the details. Vehicles, creatures, locations, weapons, sounds, etc. Totally bought in on what follows intro. Pablo Schreiber is a great Master Chief. Okay, to me, this says that they're not paying respect to the lore. Vehicles, creatures, locations, weapons, sounds. Yeah, great. It's nice to get those little points right, but you know what's most important in lore? Respecting characters. That's what's most important in lore. Where's the note of respect to characters? Saying Pablo Schreiber is a great Master Chief, that doesn't tell us if it respects the character's lore. We already know they've changed his background. So, in for a treat. And this one is great here. This is now showing that there is divided opinions on this. The shills aren't all backing it up, which, take what you will, but we're gonna say that red flag. Because if not all the shills are going to be automatic screeching, because we're going to get to an ultimate screech in a second. Here for Entertainment Weekly. This drama comes on strong with ambient techno babble and bureaucratic realism. It's as thrilling as a meeting. It's exactly what you expect from IndieWire. While Halo features a few minor pivots in these early hours, there's very little to spoil and even less to spark curiosity that's not already present. Ooh, scintillating. Oh, so exciting. And this sounds as boring as it looks in the trailer. Then they found it boring. And drama, there should be drama coming from the Master Chief's struggles on his solo mission as everybody dies around him. And again, he has to sacrifice things to achieve victory against the Covenant and against the Flood, like in the first game. That should be your story. It would have been simple, low-hanging fruit, ripe and tasty. But no. We have to make our silver timeline. Remember, our silver timeline, which allows us to work beyond things to help build the wide canon. No, by making the silver timeline, you're ignoring the canon. But here's the cringe. You see right here, GameSpot. Shilliest of the shills when it comes to this kind of crap, GameSpot. Halo review, Master Chief finally comes to TV, and it was worth the wait. After so long, though, it's not easy to wonder if it was worth the wait. Honestly, there are many who assume the show would never simply see the light of day. Now that it's here, though, we are pleased to report Halo is actually very good. It's a gorgeous, epic look at Halo universe that feels right at home with the games you know while not being bound to their events. How many people want to see a show not bound to the story they've been aching for 20 years to be on a live action screen? I mean, right there. The Halo TV series exists in its own canon within the franchise, meaning you don't have to worry about bumping up against events you may know from the games, novels, or anything else that expands on Halo's lore. But see, that's what actual fans want. They want the actual Halo lore. They don't want this manufactured fan fiction, because this is again basically fan fiction. It's not billion-dollar fan fiction like Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power, but this is fan fiction because you are breaking from the lore and creating your own crap. When they talk about over here wanting to expand on their worldviews because they're all very clean, that's code for we're inserting our own opinions into the mouths of these characters, because the games clearly never did that. We're putting our own views in here. We're not going to give you a good adaptation, a good, loyal character, lore-driven adaptation. We're going to create our own version. You saw it in the trailer, all the whammons spouting their stuff. Now, here at Rotten Tomatoes, you can see 60% from the critics, 1% away from the bucket tipping over. Can't wait for the fans to come in, and even though I will not, of course, I'm not signed into Rotten Tomatoes. I won't be giving a score here, but I will be doing a review next week when the show drops. Look for it within probably 24 hours of the episode dropping. I will give it to you. I will suffer for you. You don't have to watch this. Let me watch it for you. Come back here in a week. Check out my review. I promise if it is good, I will eat crow. But if it's as bad as all these red flags are screaming, then I will savage it. All right, I'm done. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, a like would, of course, be very much appreciated. And if you're new here, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on Odyssey and Rumble, the same name, The Renaissance Nerd. I'm here to earn your trust and support through facts and logic. Because facts and logic don't care about your fee-fees. Hit that notification button. Share my videos if you like what I'm preaching. And by all means, leave actual comments. I want to hear from real people. Even if you disagree with me, that's okay, because real people can have different opinions and still get along. We are not stands. We are not SJWs who are cowards behind keyboards. I don't care what they think. I will never care what they think, no matter how much they crave my attention. They're powerless. They have no real power. And as soon as we all realize that and ignore them, they will fade away. Thank you again for watching this video. Take it easy. Howdy, y'all. The first chapter of my fantasy novel, Guardian of Innocence, is now available for free. Click the link in the description below and join me in an old-school good versus evil story where Cole Ares, a disillusioned mercenary, suddenly finds himself dropped into the middle of a destiny he never asked for as the protector of Jania Sarai, a blacksmith's daughter who may hold the answers to finally stopping a millennia-old threat to the world of Rosetta. Cole's perceptions of love, family, trust, loyalty, as well as his very beliefs in fate versus free will shall be tested as he struggles to keep Jania safe from the minions of the dreaded Zabor Tal, former champion of the gods and now ruler of the long-forgotten Yis Empire. Click the link below, enjoy the first chapter, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and help it grow so that I can bring you the full story in the near future. Thank you, and enjoy the video. Thanks for watching, everyone. I don't do Facebook. I will never do Twitter. If you want to reach out to me, email me at therennerd@gmail.com. I'm on Getter now, at therennerd, the Geeks and Gamers forums under @ROAS, and you can also follow me on Odyssey at The Renaissance Nerd. Thanks again for watching. Take it easy.